plant or not to plant? That is the question. 'Tis nobler to roll the dice. The old man thinks he's Shakespeare of the garden. You know, the wisdom says we got about 20 days before our last frost. But I'm ready to plant, and I'm willing to roll the dice. I'm going to show you just exactly how the house always wins. I'm willing to wager $2 a corn seed, 10 minutes worth of work. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. I'm itching to plant. So come on, let's plant. And I'm going to show you just exactly how to stack the odds in your favor. The house always wins. Come on, let's plant. We're just going to pull that mulch aside, get down to bare soil. Just look at that soil. We've got baby worms in here. Thank you, fella. This is why we build living soil. We've been having temperature swings, 90 in the day, 40 at night, but under the mulch, it retains that moisture, it retains that temperature. It's ready to accept some corn seeds. Go ahead and open up a couple trenches. We're going to go ahead and plant some corn, and I'm going to show you how we keep the odds in the house's favor. We've got a couple cool weather crops we're going to put in, but I'll show you just exactly how I plant in the deep mixed mulch. Now this right here, that's basil from last year. We just left those roots in. This is another reason I like to use a pitchfork. We can go kind of right around there and still remove that mulch. Get down to that bare soil. And if you get a little thin spot and you get a little heavy spot, you just move some of your mulch. That's how we mix it up. And a funny thing happened to me on the way to get milk yesterday. My car pulled into the hardware store. Yeah, I don't know how it got in my bag, but this gives us an opportunity. This is how we plant starts. This beautiful living soil, you just dig a hole down just as big as the roots. Now you can break those roots up, you don't have to. You just want to plant right to the surface where they were in the container. Once you have your starts in, and the plant's a little bigger, go ahead and mulch in around it. That'll help hold that moisture. It'll also keep that soil warm. And there you go. The first color of the real garden. What am I doing with a chunk of cardboard, you say? Well, we're gonna plant a row of carrots. We're gonna cover them with cardboard. This gives me a little bit of spacing. Come back, this will be the end of our row. Like I say, you just dig down deep enough to accommodate the root ball. Backfilling around it. We're going to add some mulch back around it. We're good to go. Now to plant our carrots, I like to get our cardboard wet. I also like to get the soil wet. It was damp already. Now I plant these way too heavy. Pretend like I'm gonna come back and thin them out, and I never do. But I just sprinkle them across the top. That's a pretty good batch. Just soil contact. Now the thing about carrots is they don't push up through mulch very well. They don't like anything on them. It's kind of like lettuce. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my damp cardboard and I'm going to cover them. I want it damp so that the wind doesn't blow it away. Then I'm going to pull just a little bit of mulch down, just right at the edges. That way the wind won't catch and dry this out. Now I've done this similarly in the past and been very successful. Check this out. Well, I'm going to show you the easiest way to plant carrots. I heard a feller say, "You mean I could have been doing this for the last 40 years? There ain't no way. This is the easiest way to plant carrots. You're going to be amazed." Since we're growing in the deep mulch, first thing you have to do is clear your mulch back down to soil. These are some carrot seeds I saved from a couple years ago, and here's the trick. Well, this is gonna have a little trash in it, but it still has good seeds. There, I sprinkled it on, patted it in, good soil contact. Then I'm gonna set the cardboard down on them. I'm gonna wet the cardboard a little bit. This is kind of important. You wanna go ahead and cover those flaps down a little bit. If you get any wind and it blows your cardboard away and your carrots dry out, you're not gonna be happy with the results. Even if we get a cold snap, I'm very secure that the carrots are gonna do just fine. Now, as far as planting corn, I like to plant it heavy, but to get a real good corn crop, you do need to actually space it a little bit. You gotta give it enough room that it's gonna be able to make tassels and pollinate the ears. At about 4 to 6 inches, doing 2 seeds. That way the voles can get one and I can get one. And like I say, if we get a little bit of frost and we lose these, well, I think it's worth a gamble, because if we win, we're going to be eating corn off the cob right off the plant 3 weeks early. Now I go ahead, give them a little bit of cover. That way I know they got good soil contact. We'll come back by and give them a little drink and put just a light, and I mean light, little bit of mulch back over. As you can see, the wind is already helping me do that. Where we had this all opened up, the wind has already blown in some leaves. Let me get the rest of this corn in, and then I'll show you the trick to make sure the house always wins. Has anybody ever said you can't have enough beets? Now, to put the odds back in our favor, for real, I've got these Baker Creek Bull's Blood beets. My friend Jim sent this to me before he passed. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plant these right down the middle of this corn. I'm not gonna plant it very heavy. Each one of these little seeds has multiple seeds in it. And I'm not sure how big these get. I'm gonna space those out about 1 inch. And if I get a couple extra in there, oops. Just water everything in. I like using a watering can, that way you're a little more precise, because if you hit the seeds too hard, you can move them around. And right now, I want spacing on that corn. And now to finish it up, just a light little bit of mulch on top. The wind's gonna help us here, and we're good to go. You'd be surprised at how Mother Nature helps mulch back in your garden. And the thing is, you want to keep water on this for the next few days. Give everything a chance to sprout. And if the temperature stays the way it's supposed to stay, we ought to be in good shape. Now, if we get a frost, the beets and the carrots, they're going to carry us through. You always have to put the odds in your favor. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.